Watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell him battle. Now I got my bands up. 1,000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up. They see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga. Try love. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump way, not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump way, not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like so much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now they'll shift things around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Gun. Cut.
In motion right, that's Hamler. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one complete to Doolin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Right? Here we go.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Bengals in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This a 2nd and 8.
12. 11. Cut.
Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
11 MT Tate. 12. 11 mighty. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And got his man complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Short throw to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. And now an audible here into something else. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They'll run, Achane.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Achane will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal.
Achane.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
Sanders' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And going right back to Hamler.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
From midfield now, Burrow.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
12.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they'll change things up. Hamler, the motion man left.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
12. Here we go. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Brown. A really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
1-1, ready?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
11 MT. 11.
Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
12, 12, 12. Thomas.
In motion right, that's Hamler.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. An ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11. 12.
Dueling the man in motion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Burrow changing the look.
11. Stop.
From the 41,
Burrow.
and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now they'll audible to something else.
11, Thomas. Shot.
Burrow will throw.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 12.
Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
12. 11. 11, mighty. Shot.
To the air again, Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
25 yards that time.
Achane gets it from the gun.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They complete it to Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. He'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play.
Second and 5 from the 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They're going to look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, Achane.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
They'll run it. HM with it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Anthony Schwartz
From 3 yards out.
and the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Hot.
Throwing, Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly
Here we go.
a must. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hot.
Here's Burrow.
Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Hot.
Burrow.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be caught by Hill.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who